So these days we have tons of different ways that we can communicate with people, right? We have email, we have text, we have phone, we have Facebook, we have LinkedIn, we have Snapchat. I mean, the list goes on and on. And someone was asking me, what is the best way in sales to get a hold of people? And it really depends on how that person's communicating, right? So if someone primarily goes through email, then email is probably a pretty good way to get a hold of them. Except if that's the only way you can really get a hold of them, chances are a lot of people out there these days, that are really busy in business, they're getting over 100 emails a day, right? So it's hard to break through that chatter. Now, one of the things that is really interesting is that snail mail, the regular good old mail, is really an effective way to get a hold of people, because when is the last time you got a handwritten letter from someone? I can't even remember myself. I honestly can't say when I last got that. But let me tell you something. If I got a handwritten letter in the mail, I'd be excited, right? That's just the way things are flipped around. 15, 20 years ago, that was no big deal. It would have been like, oh, whatever, right? But now, because of technology and the way that we're communicating, it's a different way to do it. And it's a great way to get through to people because there's not as much junk mail that people are getting paper-wise through the snail mail anymore, so it's a good way to break that pattern. So it's a really effective way. Jack Daly, who's a great sales trainer, talks about doing this and having it be a really effective way that he writes handwritten notes to people he knows all the time. And I've heard of a lot of other top business guys doing the same thing. So I highly suggest, if you're trying to break through the noise and trying to get someone's attention in sales, writing them a handwritten letter, throw it in the good old snail mail and see what that does to get you a result. I think it's going to work a lot better, and that'll happen, because one of the great examples of this is, how many emails do you not read that you get sent to you? For me, it's a lot. I probably only read less than 20% of the actual emails that get sent to me, right? But how much of the mail do you read that gets sent to you, especially if it's a handwritten letter? Almost every freaking time I would read it. And I don't think there hasn't been a time where I didn't get a handwritten letter that I haven't opened up and read. So really effective way to do things. Think about doing that, and I'll see you on that next howtokickassetsales.com tip of the day.